Mic check 1 2 1 2. What up? It's the Hazardous Pawz One right here at GCS Pomona. The name is Pawz One, representing Los Angeles hip hop all the way around the world. Been doing my thing for a minute, paying dues. Started off freestyling, doing a lot of battling, signing up, battling whoever, whenever, however, over some instrumentals. It was a lot more fun back then because people would kind of just show up, sign their name on a piece of paper, they pick it out of a hat, and you didn't know the DJ, you didn't know who was battling, so it was kind of more of a challenge as opposed to studying somebody for a while. But shout out to all the battlers still doing their thing, but from there I kind of evolved and I just wanted to make music, so I kind of sharpened the sword doing the battle stuff, and then moved into doing just songwriting, things like that. Then I got sent to prison, and then in prison, I mean, you have nothing but time to think, so I was in there kind of studying and researching the business, publishing, licensing, you know, royalties, things like that. And it was just by coincidence or a blessing or whatever, I ran into Ras Kass. So I got a lot of advice from him. He kind of pointed me in a certain direction, but from there it was kind of rough because the whole, you know, the racial tension and things like that in prison. But I just studied as much as I could, got out, did my own thing, and the camp I was running with, Israel Records, shout out to them. They were ready for me, so they were kind of doing promo while I was still in prison. From there, I mean, I just started doing shows heavy, dropped a couple mixtapes, and then we kind of like split. They wanted to do something different musically. I decided to go this way. Started working on Face the Facts with Breeze and Default. Shout out to Breeze and Default. They both produced the whole entire album, so they did half and half. That's how it initially started out. Default ended up picking up the slack, but he's also my DJ too, so he engineered the whole project. We lock ourselves in the studio and eat 99-cent tacos and Jack in the Box, and you know what I'm saying, just beast it out like 5-6 days to knock out the album in the studio. And from there we wanted to take it to another level, so we ended up doing we ended up signing a deal with a label in Europe, in the Netherlands. Shout out to Below System. They got projects with Master Ace, Artifacts, Cannibal Ox, PMD, the legendary EPMD. So yeah, they picked up the project, they showed interest, and right now it's doing pretty good. We're in the top 20 indie artists on iTunes. People in the streets are buying it up. Spots like GCS are supporting. Just keeping it grassroots. And we got a few guests on the project too. A lot of the people that came through from Master Ace, Rakaa Science, Terminology, Ras Kass, Self-Provoke, Ariano. I mean, everybody came to the lab to drop their verses, with the exception of Rakaa, because he was doing a Dilated project, which is gonna be dope because I'm waiting for that. So it was definitely a dope experience having all those guys around and having them come through and donate their talent to the project and just be a part of it in general. And so from there we just sat there, finished it, put it out, did a couple videos. We're gonna work on some more videos. But the plan overall is to just tour the United States and tour the world. There's only so much love you can get from your surroundings, because it gets, especially being from Southern California, I mean, Hollywood is like 40-minute drive that way. So I mean, everybody out here is too cool or too famous or too busy to do something. So it's kind of a blessing to be able to travel. We're going to South by Southwest tomorrow. Be out there doing 9 or 10 shows. Talib Kweli, a couple other heads, and just moving around the country and kind of exposing the music to people in different markets that still appreciate music and not so much hype and YouTube numbers and things like that. People that still go off the boom bap, you know, the live performances, put your hands in the air, the energy, the live interaction, what hip hop used to be. So those are the people I'm looking for. So if you tuned in, I appreciate you guys checking out this interview.